Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Anime Slice podcast. Today, we're welcomed with Dan.
Hello.
Welcomed.
I I want to shoot myself, but Donald.
Yeah, welcomed.
Hey,
and we got
hey.
Paul.
Hey, that's my line.
We got Paul.
That's
yeah,
my
that's Paul's
line.
line. And then
You're
me,
very
Matt.
welcomed, Matt.
I don't know. You guys literally said something when I said 5 seconds, and I'm like, I'm just gonna wait 3 more seconds, and then I went, and I'm like, well, fuck. Whatever.
Welcomed.
Welcomed, everyone. We are welcomed because we know that you welcome us. We have a lot to talk about because we've been gone for about two weeks.
Two-ish weeks.
Yeah, 2ish weeks.
Yeah.
It is Matt's fault.
It is my fault. I was gone.
I mean, you did post that one video in between.
I did, which is good. We had that saved.
But, I mean, we didn't record the Twitch stream
but yeah, we did.
in between. I mean,
Yeah. No, I did.
because
Do that.
we did that. We did that at the same time though.
Yes, we did. But so we're gonna have a lot to go over. Pretty much, this episode is gonna be primarily just going over the finishing of the last season because that's pretty much over. I don't think there's anything left. And if we
From
have
last season.
yeah,
No.
from last season. And if
I
we
mean,
have,
there's still Shield Hero
Dororo.
yeah, but
and
that's
Dororo.
yeah, and Dororo, yeah. But after we hit up that, we'll see if we have time to maybe talk about 1 or 2 of the new stuff. And anything that we miss, we'll talk about on Tuesday, because today is Sunday the 14th. So be ready for that. This is definitely gonna be a 2-parter. Do we have anything we want to talk about beforehand? Oh yeah, this what's it called? We're also be prepared for our new podcast where we talk about Game of Thrones. Right?
Oh, we're having a Game of Thrones podcast.
No, that's not gonna happen because you guys. Well, wait, no, we're already past all the books, so we're fine. So we can talk about anything, and no one knows what we're talking, or no one knows what's going on.
Does anyone know what's going on?
No, I mean now we
I
could
mean, some
literally do that.
people know.
Yeah, but now no, it's impossible.
It's
The
not impossible. The
actors-
premiere.
You're
the
right.
actors know.
The premiere happened already.
Wait, did it actually?
And the actors know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You're right. But we don't know. Like we could be talking about it. We don't have to worry about someone who read the books being
You
up,
know
like,
who doesn't know?
who?
Dan.
The guy that writes the books.
You're right.
Hey, George R. R. Martin knows.
We're gonna have a lot of stuff coming out. We're gonna be talking about the Game of Thrones stuff. We're gonna start our new
We got a
political
whole
podcast.
we got a political
Political-
podcast
Oh,
coming
it's gonna
out.
be great. We're gonna have just a podcast that is strictly about
You know,
debating
this is
whether
how
or
the
not-
anime podcast started. We joked about having a podcast, and then eventually we did it.
Yeah, it's gonna
So
happen.
that's what Matt's trying to
But that's
will
gonna
it
be-
into
But that's gonna
existence.
be it's gonna be at least 3 to 4 years because we're gonna have to have that joke literally for 3 years
Yeah,
until we actually
yeah.
do it, and then we'll do it for like a week or 2, and then we'll stop, and then we'll joke about it for another 2 years, and then we'll do it.
Yeah,
That's what's gonna
exactly.
happen.
See,
Yeah.
No,
It'll happen.
no, it
one
won't.
day.
It will never happen. I really want
Doubtful.
to. Though. I really wanted to. Okay, let's go. Let's fucking just go in.
Matt just wants to be the second coming of Destiny.
I really do. I really do. It will
I think
never happen.
We need a few more subscribers for that.
Dan, do you watch Destiny? Okay, we're not talking about Destiny. I could talk about Destiny all day. We're not talking about.
Yeah, but now we can tag him.
I can tag him.
Cover their bases.
Okay,
Matt, if you want to make so many podcasts, just join Rooster Teeth.
you're right. I should. That's all they put out. That's all the quality stuff they
No.
put out.
Now you can.
Well, quality,
tag
but-
Rooster Teeth.
There we go. Okay. Do we want to hit up the ones we've all watched, or do we want to do the like? what we
No,
normally
do mob and then.
Okay. We're finishing up. I don't know what else to say that I have said before. It's great. Great final episode. It feels really, really good. The last half is literally.
It didn't feel bittersweet.
No, not at all. I don't know how they're going. I don't think they're going to make another season. I really hope they don't. Well, it'd be great if they did, but at the same time, I don't know where they could go from this. Like the big antagonist that they hyped up from last season is pretty much gone now. I would be very surprised because if they bring a new season, they're gonna literally have the whole power creep issue. But we'll see. Because literally the whole idea is that this guy was like he spent years just going around the world trying to find the strongest psychics, and he was like the strongest one out of all of them. So I don't think we're gonna find anything else. But overall, great final episode. Real feel good moments. The only thing that could have made it better is if they finished with the other song from last season. That would have made it that much better. But that's like a small point. Overall, great show. Everyone should still watch it. Paul, have you continued watching the first season?
No.
Sad days. Sad days. Dan, you also said you were going to try watching Mob.
I've decided I'm going to watch the live action version
Stop.
of Mob.
Stop.
There's a live action.
There will
Mhm.
be.
There will be.
Nope, there is
Of which
Is
season?
it already out?
of season 1.
I should try it. I should go watch it. It's probably really bad.
No shit.
Has there ever been a live action anime that's actually been good?
Death Note.
That was not good.
Dragon
There was two live action.
Ball? Dragon Ball?
There was a live. No. Yeah, you're right.
Oh.
You're right.
The Last Airbender.
Ooh, that's a
Wait.
spicy meme.
Yeah, because you're saying that The Last Airbender was an anime. Are you sure about that?
Oh,
Would you
yeah,
say that,
The
Paul?
Last Airbender is
They did a
definitely an
live
anime.
action.
I say it is. Apparently that's contentious.
I don't know of this live action Airbender movie you talk of.
The Last Airbender by James Cameron.
It
Don't
was,
know. Never heard of it.
The
You
Last
do.
Airbender was made by M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh yeah, M Night Shyamalan.
Never.
Yeah, same guy.
heard
same guy.
of it.
Okay, but
Doesn't
yeah,
exist.
Dan, you should watch Mob since you like
What did-
One Punch Man.
What are you
I
talking about, Dan?
tried watching the very first episode. Like
The first
season
episode's-
one,
The
episode one.
first episode, I'll admit, is hard. At least a little
Yeah,
bit to
I
get
got
through.
I got bored and
But
stopped.
it's so good. It's such a good show.
How
Okay.
could you get bored of the bikers that totally died and just were being threatened by
I
a
love 'em.
bigger monster?
I
and
love
they
'em.
just wanted to... They're great.
I love them. I love them all. Okay. Well, that's fine for Mob. Let's hit the actual the number one anime of last year and that or last season. That's Domestic Girlfriend. Paul, what do you think of that last episode of Domestic Girlfriend?
I s-
What'd you think?
she had an easy way of getting out of that.
What were you gonna, what? What's her way out?
Oh no, he's my brother, and we're just hugging.
They were definitely kissing in that picture. They were definitely kissing.
Maybe
in
you
that
should
picture.
Explain it to the people who haven't viewed.
Well, we said it last time that it ended
Oh.
with her with a picture of her kissing. Technically, you can't
Oh
see
yeah,
his
yeah,
face.
she's gonna lose her job. That's right.
Yeah, she. Well, here's the weird thing. I don't know what their plan was because instantly she says, "Please, I'll leave and don't involve him in all this stuff." Because they were like kind of asking questions because for some reason, even though you can't see his face, they're like, "Oh, and we have witnesses that believe it's whatever this person." But she pretty much says, "Don't do this. I'll leave. I don't want this to ruin his life. All that stuff." And she doesn't even tell him. She doesn't even tell him. It's just one day they have after the I guess they had was it spring break? Wait, was it spring break or summer break or what was it? Fall, winter?
It was the closing ceremony for their class year.
Yeah, And then she came on stage and was like, "I'm leaving," and then he's like, "No." And not
And
only is
then
she leaving the school, she's like, she just leaves. Like everyone, she leaves her mom, her dad, her sister. She's just gone. No one knows where she went. That's really fucked up. I don't know why she did that.
And then he's like sulking for his parents find out that
Yeah, they
that
do.
they were in an intimate relationship.
And they don't, and they seem somewhat okay with it.
Mm-hmm. Like,
They- Yeah,
we shouldn't have gone together then.
yeah.
And,
Oh my god.
He's sulking.
Literally completely depressed for like months.
Oh, yeah. No, it was like a week.
That was
Yeah,
only
like,
a week.
Worse than what's her name in Twilight?
Kristen Dunst? No.
Yeah, Stewart.
Stewart,
but
yeah.
whatever. When she sits in a chair for months and spins around
Wait, does
in
that
that
actually
chair
happen?
for months. I don't know if you've ever watched Twilight,
never
but that
watched
definitely
Twilight.
happens.
That's
There's
pretty,
definitely a scene in that show that is like
Mm-hmm.
it's in the second movie. She's just sitting in the in her chair and just watching seasons pass because Edward abandons her.
Aw. Does it? She's
For her own
immortal,
good.
so that she's immortal. though.
She isn't immortal.
I thought she became.
Well,
a
I mean,
vampire.
she isn't yet.
Oh, she does.
She isn't a vampire yet.
Oh, okay. But yeah, he's pretty much sulking.
Spoiler alert! If
She
you've
becomes a
never
vampire.
read
She's a
or watched
vampire?
Twilight,
Yeah, she becomes a vampire. I thought she would become
Yeah.
a werewolf, but no, she becomes a
I
werewolf.
thought she was. I thought she was gonna die as a human.
I don't know how it ends. Do they die at the end?
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
They have a kid.
Anyways, Anyways, back to the more important things.
Yeah.
So then
Yeah,
enough
Hunger
people
Games.
Yeah. Jennifer Lawrence.
Loves
yeah, that is true.
PETA.
Yeah. Wait. Which one's PETA? No,
Peeta
PETA's the
Mellark,
bad one.
you know.
PETA's the bad one. Gale.
Gale.
Gale was
yeah,
the good
Gale. Gale. Liam Hemsworth.
one.
Not to be confused with Chris Hemsworth, his older brother Thor.
Wait, is that actually his older brother?
Yes.
I didn't know that. I didn't know they were brothers. Holy shit. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, he's
Enough
sulking.
people
He's
yell at him.
people who yelled at him.
Oh, his best friend.
Oh, his best friend. That's right.
And then the store manager takes him out to a public bath. Turns out the store manager used to be part of the Yakuza.
Yep.
What are we talking about now?
Domestic girlfriend.
Oh.
The store manager where
I didn't
his
know
friend
if we were
works.
done.
No, his
Domestic.
friend works at a bar where the manager is like a I don't know.
Flamboyant.
Yeah, just flamboyant. I don't know. Like he wants to be called Marie, so I didn't know if he was also transgender in some way, but he mostly just acts flamboyant.
Yeah.
Uh.
He takes him to a public bath and then takes off his shirt and it's like
He's
a Yakuza tattoo
Yeah.
down his back. And it's just like, what?
It's really funny. It's some good shit. But he snaps out of it. He's like, you know what? I'm going to use this anguish I feel to write a novel. And then he writes a novel, which is like, I don't know. He writes a novel and then it wins an award.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, so this is what happened. He writes a novel just for himself. And he gives it to his teacher, who's
A
a
well-known writer.
yeah, he's basically like a New York Times author
Yeah.
in Japan.
Yeah.
His teacher secretly submits it to a very well-known contest. He wins first place. He finds out by meeting his editor now.
Yep. Like they literally go to the place and he's like, yep, there's your name. There's your name up on the wall saying you won.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, I'm no longer the one helping you.
It's this guy.
He's helping
Yeah,
you
he's
now.
gonna help you now.
He's your editor. They're publishing your book now.
So dumb. I don't know. I didn't like that. I personally, I was waiting to see whether or not you liked this episode. I personally was like, I don't like how any of this is going.
I don't know. I feel like it might be different in the manga. It feels like they wanted just to wrap it up.
Yeah, but sure, maybe they wanted to wrap it up. But what's really strange is it ends like everything else is like just nonsense. Nothing else really matters in this episode, in my opinion. It's just he's sad. He writes a novel. He gets an award. He comes home and he sees who he believes is the sister that left. But
Oh, yeah.
and he goes to hug her and he's like, "Oh, I'm so happy. I haven't seen you in so long. I wanted to tell you all these things." And then you find out that's the little sister, the younger sister that isn't the one who he also like fucked around with. But she was like wearing a wig, and it made her really upset. And then she pretty much like goes on top of him and kisses him. It's like, I'm not gonna let my sister's feelings affect me anymore. And so pretty much it's like saying, I'm gonna make moves on you because I like you, and I want to be with you. And then it ends with us seeing, like, they don't show her face, but we obviously see the new sister who cut her hair. Or the older sister who cut her hair. She's at a new school, which I don't know how she got another job teaching. At a new school, and then people are talking about her, and then she's just looking out the window, and she says she has like the book that he wrote that got published.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, are we going to get another season, or is this how it ends? Is this it? Are we done? Do you think this is going to get another season, Paul?
It's like the manga has over 200 chapters, Matt.
Okay, I would watch another season of this. I'll watch it, but
I want another season,
Yeah, I'll
but
watch
I
it.
don't know if it'll get another season.
overall, the ending was pretty bland for me. It went, I don't know, it was weird. I don't want to spend too
This
much
is-
time talking about it. What were you gonna say?
The story is so cliche and all that,
I know.
but the characters are pretty good.
Yeah, I really the interactions are the best part. I'm a little upset that a lot of them became literally side characters that meant nothing. Like the American didn't do much of anything. The one other girl, pink-haired girl, was only in it for a few, and she was like
Yeah.
a love interest for like a second and then gone.
Hmm.
And then the green-haired girl, she's intermittent, but pretty much fine. She had one good scene. But yeah, these side characters, which were fun to watch, didn't really do anything else. But they were good. The manager was a really good character. He was in a lot of them, and so was his friend, who wasn't in too much, but he was all right. He was pretty average.
Manager's great.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Domestic Girlfriend. I'd be okay with another season, but overall, Paul Dororo.
Mhm.
What do you think? Wait,
Uh,
Donnie, have you started catching up yet?
Hell no.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to think where.
I barely even watched any of the anime that have come out yet.
Yeah.
That's what I've been doing.
Big yikes.
So, I honestly,
Mhm.
it's. I mean, Dororo,
Yep,
not Dororo.
that one. Yeah, Dororo.
Is slowly transitioning from demon slaying to now going to be a conflict between two brothers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really enjoying that.
Yeah. And what's really nice is that I was worried that he wasn't like the brother wasn't gonna know about it, and that was
Yeah.
just gonna be like a misunderstanding. But it's literally
Mhm.
something that he kind of struggled with. I mean, he struggled with like an episode. Hopefully it becomes more of a struggle that's more brought out. But for like the episode, he finds out, oh, this is my brother. I can't believe my dad and like my parents pretty much
Mhm.
sacrificed him to the demons. I can't allow that. And his dad's like, you know what? If you do this, you can go kill the demon, break the statues, but then our land will be perished.
Impoverished.
Impoverished. And he pretty much comes he says he like confronts him. Then he confronts his brother when they're about to fight again, and he's like, "Hey, I know what my parents did was wrong. And it's immoral, but I have to I need to fight you so that our land can continue to prosper."
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
It's like the death of the one to save the many.
Yeah. But he calls it out, saying that it's mad and he can't ever take it back, and he feels bad about it. But he
Mhm.
understands that that's what he believes that he needs to do.
Yeah.
His meanwhile, Hirakimaru Aniki, I'm still just gonna call him Aniki. It's so much easier to just call him that. He finds out finally that those are his parents. He realizes a little bit, I guess, what happened about him being like a half-born demon child, all this stuff, and his when he views his dad, who has the similar like weird swirls of like the cursed swirls that we're saying that both his mom has, his brother has. But the difference is being that his dad's like leaking like red from it. So, and he's like, Hirakimaru has never seen that before. He's like, what are you? He's like, what the fuck? What's up with this? So we're still a little unsure what's going on there. I mean, we just know he's evil for the most part, but we don't know about that cursed swirl yet. What's up?
And his mom is like, you know what? I'm so sorry to what happened to you. I'm gonna now kill myself because of how we treated you.
Yeah, she's like, because she also kind of comes to the realization that, hey, we kind of like, all we can do is ask for your forgiveness for how we treated you because of like trying to save all these people, even though all these people are able to succeed and like flourish because of this, the evil that was done is still unforgivable. And so that pretty much so that he doesn't have to suffer alone. He's like, here, I'll also spill my blood. But she fails in killing herself. Like she attempts to do it, but they save her, and we see her again back at home.
Yeah,
So,
be right back.
but yeah, I'll just finish up with this then. When she does that, she stabs herself, and she has the Buddha statue that she brought with her that was slightly cracked and that had the head torn off when Aniki was born. That's now fully cracked, and it had this weird green aura, which we're a little unsure of what that is. But all we know is the priest sees it, and the blind priest guy picks it up, and it's like, what is going on here?
Go watch the original anime, the one that came out in the 50s.
Don't watch the original anime. This is way better. I've watched some scenes from the original, and it's not that great. But I mean, it's really old, so
obviously,
for
it's
its time,
probably
it's
great
fine.
for the time.
Yeah. But now this is a much better show.
Doubtful. Trying
No,
to tell me the new Star Wars are better than the old Star Wars?
Of course it is. Are you kidding me?
You're wrong.
Oh, okay. Well, apparently I'm wrong.
Because all Star Wars are bad?
But yeah, overall, that episode was really great. The side character got to meet his mom again, which is a little dumb because they literally were supposed to be all killed. But that's fine.
Dororo met his mom?
No. No, but in the newest episode, since that was 2 weeks ago, that was the like I would call it the mid-season finale because it was like the conflict. You finally get what's it called? Not reconciliation, but when two,
Recognition?
I guess like yeah, from a recognition of like oh they're finally meeting, like he's finally met his parents, he's finally met his brother face to face. They now know what their challenge is. That was the mid-season finale, and then this newest episode is pretty much just like again it's just like a one-off event where they meet a woman who cuts off the faces of men to put on a statue that she created like years ago. And there's like backstories because she used to make Buddha statues, but then people wanted like a more fearsome statue because of the wars. So, but she didn't want to do that. So, out of spite, because no one kept buying her Buddha statues, she made a really big one underneath a waterfall. But just never finished the face, died, and then that statue of like the demon resurrected her to find faces to put on. So she'll bring up people, sacrifice them, and like see if the face works. She takes the image of anyone who sees her as something that they could like perceive to be non-threatening. So Dororo literally sees his mom and everything. So that's kind of hurtful for him, but he likes it because he's like, oh, this person's nice until she betrays them. But it's literally a throwaway. There's nothing major that we see from this episode. Yeah.
Excuse me.
What? And are you talking about
Yakimaru talks now.
He's been talking. He's been saying words.
But I mean, like, yeah, but he's actually talking in like complete sentences.
Yeah. Those sentences are normally like 2 to 5 words, but yeah, they're pretty much full sentence.
But they're not like just grunt, say
Yeah.
one word, grunt, say one word.
Yep. He's slowly getting better at talking and communicating, which is really nice.
Mhm.
But ever since he met his mom and dad and brother, he's been like on a spree of just like I will kill all these demons and do all these things, and he's like pretty much just frustrated. But then at the very end of the episode, he's learned to, I guess, loosen up just slightly. I don't know why per se. I don't know what like difference was made that he wanted to be nice to Doro. But I don't know. Don't know
I
really
think
what that was about.
I think he's finally like learning that Dororo is like they might not be blood related, but they're family.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. That could be it.
Because like
I wish I had a
Dororo
Dororo.
could have
Yeah, you do.
left like whenever.
There was that, and like that was
And
also
he
going
wouldn't
through
have even
Dororo's head.
known.
Well,
He
no,
was blind.
you're right.
Is he still blind?
He's still blind.
Yeah.
Good.
But
I hope he never
but
gets his
the
eyes back.
opener makes me believe that he is going to gain his sight pretty soon here.
Why?
Because,
Does he have eyes?
No, he always has eyes. It's just there's literally a part of.
I thought he never had eyes. I thought he didn't have eyes.
I
They're
mean,
wooden eyes.
I don't know how they work because
I
he
think
can see
they're
spirits.
fake.
I don't know how they work. I don't know. But
He senses spirits.
but in it, it's like we see him looking at Dororo, and then his eyes like shimmer slightly, and then like Dororo like smiles and like blushes a little bit. I'm like, oh, that's like, oh,
Because like
yeah,
when he was born without eyes.
yes, he was born without eyes.
So
I didn't know
or
if
did
he
he
like.
get zapped by lightning and he got some eyeballs?
Well,
but
I
he's
don't know.
still
That's what I
blind?
mean. Like, I don't know if he like gained eyeballs, but they just can't see. I don't know. I'm assuming they're probably just blanks, like you said. They're probably just wooden eyes. But the opener shows
That
a lot of new
sounds very
characters.
hygienic.
You're right. The opener
What-
shows a lot of new characters that look different. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. The opener and closer don't add up nearly to last season's, but it's alright.
They're not as good.
No. The opener's alright. The opener's okay. The
I
ender,
like the opener, but it's no.
yeah, it's no last. It's not the. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not the. fire
Yeah,
that
well,
was
the
last-
first season wasn't as good, so as a lot of the other openers in the
Mhm.
lineup.
Okay, that pretty
Yeah,
much.
I thought it was your favorite.
What, that opener?
Yeah,
No.
Dororo's opener wasn't your favorite last season.
Was it? I'm trying to think.
I'm pretty sure you said it was.
I'm trying to hold on. Out of all these, actually,
You
you're
said
right.
it was better than Shield Heroes, and it's
Oh,
definitely not.
I'm thinking of the first season of Slimes because I really like the first season of Slimes. I'm thinking of that song, but this season because that was 2 seasons. That was winter.
That was 2 seasons ago,
Or
correct?
yeah, or fall. That was fall. Yeah. Okay. So I mean that covers Dororo. We have to hit up. Oh my God, it's gonna be a while. We have one more to hit before you guys join in. That's Love Is War. This was a good episode. This was a good ass episode. This is a fucking great episode.
It can't be good and ass.
Oh
man.
my god, it was such a good episode. I love this episode. Paul, do you want to talk about it first or what?
Nope.
Did you like it?
Because I don't remember. It.
Okay, so pretty much this episode was I complained the last time we talked because it kind of gave it away with the name of it saying I can't hear the fireworks. But holy shit, did it use that? It used
It's because she
I'm
couldn't
so
see
happy.
the fireworks because she was just looking at him and how just
And her heart was beating so loud, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god, that's such a great, what a fucking great like turnaround for like using the name of the fucking episode. It was so good when that line came up and she said that. I'm like, holy shit, that's so good. That is so fucking good. But I'm not incorrect by saying that what I expected to happen did happen. Where what they said that episode was like, I can't hear the fireworks. It's literally going to be the day of the fireworks, she's not going to be able to go for whatever reason, and because of her dad or something. Which that's what happens. But she does escape. She's able to get out, but just like a second too late. Like she's literally running there, and the president's on his way to the house. He realizes that she already left. He tries to get back, and she runs out through this opening in a crowd and be like, "Oh, please, God, let me see the fireworks. Let me see them with my friends." And as soon as she gets out, the fireworks just ended. So you think she missed it. She's like crying in an alleyway, and then the president comes up and acts like he's saying like really what's the word? What is I don't want to say cool lines, but like trying to act like a tough guy, like trying to act like a cool, calm, collected
like
guy.
a milady.
No, not like that. Not like that.
No, but he's like, if you want to see the fireworks, just come with like something like, how like those cliche one-liners.
Yeah, very cliche kind of, but he says it very like sternly. And there's like he says like along the lines of like, how'd you know? She asked, how'd you know I was here? It's like, oh, you mean the predict all the ways that Kaguya could act in this moment game?
Yeah.
It's like, this was compared to all the other things we've done. This is like a piece of cake. Like acting very strong about it. And their plan is to get in a taxi and drive to a location that had it postponed because of weather. So there were still fireworks going on for the next like 10, 15 minutes. And while in the car, they're like, all of them are there, including the treasury.
Chica.
Yeah, Chica and the treasury guy. And they're on the car and they're like, it's all very, what's the word? Amped up and like epic. Like, are we gonna make it? Are we gonna get there in time? And then he's like, we're gonna get there. And even the drivers like, don't tell anyone this, but I used to be like a famous NASCAR driver, and like it gets very dramatic.
Yeah.
Is that what it says? Does it say NASCAR?
No, but he's like
No,
a speed racer or something like that.
He was a famous like drifter.
Yeah. And he like changes gears and it's like very dramatic and they're going really fast. It's really funny. It's all great.
Say Japan ain't got NASCAR, so.
And they get out and they cross it. Like they come out of a tunnel. And as soon as they come out of the tunnel, you see the last fire, like not the last one, but like one of the big fireworks come up to like signal all the other ones that are going to be coming. And everyone's looking out the window, except for Kaguya. And it's like we hear her inner monologue where she's just looking up at the president while he's like really happy that they got here and he's smiling and everything. And just like, I couldn't hear the fireworks because my heart was beating too much because he was so close to her and all this stuff. I'm like, holy shit, what a great ass fucking episode. What a fucking great episode.
Is it the best fireworks episode you ever saw?
No.
Not in Shinobu?
No. I don't know if
Is it
I would
better
have to-
than Real Life's? Real Life's fireworks episode had a big payoff.
Well, it did because at the very end you find out about her being the same way.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah.
That's like why that really hits really hard.
Mhm.
But
I mean, it's not like we didn't know the entire fucking time.
I mean, it was. I don't know. I think it was. Really
It was
well
set up pretty much to find out,
done.
like from the beginning of the anime. But go on, Kaguya.
Yeah. But comparing to other things, I would have to watch them again. There's a really good one in Paul. You've seen the movie Silent Voice, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whew, what a great.
oh,
Like
Wait,
again.
does your name have a
Does your name have?
a fireworks?
No, it doesn't
like,
because they're never together.
Oh, I don't know.
So
I
it
never
was-
watched.
Holy shit! You need to go watch that.
They don't have a fireworks scene because they were instead of the fireworks they had the plan to see the meteorite that was coming.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh,
They
they
had the meteor
both
thing.
they both stare at the meteorite on different parts of the world
Yes.
at the same time. and it's like I'm thinking about you and you're thinking about me, and
you
we're
should
not
watch
having
that.
sex.
You should watch that movie, Tom. It's really good.
Oh,
The,
It
the
has great
problem
music,
is
great
like
music.
the only way to watch it now is like I'd have to go buy the DVD.
I will buy it. I think I already have it. I'll go check.
I have.
I
it.
bought it early, so. But anyways,
Uh,
really fucking. So that's only the first. I think it's only. I'm trying to remember. I think it's only two things.
yeah,
Because you
and
had
then
that.
The next one is like when they're back, and she's like panicking. He's like, "Oh my god,
It's
I'm such a loser. She's gonna just make fun of me now." and
it's so
that."
good because when you it's really funny because right before that when he said like he's acting very cool and very nonchalant when he's saying these one-liners and scenes, we see it in his head how he said it and like how he's remembering it and he's like acting very awkward. He has like these really weird face when he says these things. He's like, why the fuck did I say that? He's like cringing, like unlimited cringe about how he said that. It's really great. It's fucking fantastic. Oh, I love that shit. But and then we see it, and then she's also feeling really weird because what did she want? She wanted to say
She's
like
like-
thank you. She wanted to like thank him
Yeah.
for everything, and she couldn't, like she didn't know how to do it.
And like she's like even more in love with.
And this whole time they're like pretty much that's pretty much the main thing of that part is just the interactions that they thought was going on, like how the other one interpreted how their actions went through. That's what I like the most about it. It literally is just the rest of it is just them trying to confront each other, saying, "Hey, I'm sorry for what I said. I'm sorry for how I acted," or the other one's trying to say thank you. And they pretty much just like avoiding each other because they're trying to get up the courage to do it, but they just can't. And it ends with the wrong way. Like he says, Kaguya confronts him and says, "Thank you," but also that must have been really rough. And he interprets it as being like, "Oh my god, she thinks it was just as cringy. It was cringy. I can't do this," and he just runs
You're back
away.
again.
Wait, what's up? Oh, yeah.
He said he'll be right back
Yeah.
again.
And he just runs away, and then she's like running after him, and then the rest of it is this. It's the song, the ender goes on while they run, and you see all the characters that we've met throughout the episodes.
Ooh, and then it ends with the end.
No, it ends with the they're running, and then he stops running, and they're at like a when the opener starts, like when the two people are standing, it's like love is like a war that's constantly going on, and they look at each other, and it's like I will make you confess kind of thing.
Oh,
So possibly more to come. I really hope this.
yeah, more to come in the manga
Yeah, I really don't.
or
really,
light novel. I think it's a light novel.
I think it's both.
Well, yeah, but like this is based off the light novel
God damn, that was such a good.
because usually they differentiate.
It was such a good final episode. I really hope they do more. If they don't do more, I'm gonna be really disappointed because this is fucking great shit. They probably won't. This doesn't seem like a show that will get more.
It probably won't.
Yeah, probably won't. But it's great. Definitely recommend it.
Hey, Real Life got a second season.
Real Life got an OVA.
Half of a second season.
Yeah, Real
4
Life got-
episodes. Hey, those 4 episodes were
Wait a minute.
almost enough.
I watched the OVA, did I? Did I watch the
Yeah.
OVA?
Yes. Yeah, we talked about it.
Did we?
Yeah.
What happened in the OVA?
So they both go back to being adults, and they're placed at the same job, and they find each
Oh
other. Again.
yeah, that's right. I completely forgot about that.
Like the first couple of episodes are like
And it ends with them remembering.
we're
each other,
going to be
right?
adults again, right? Because they still haven't told each other like
Yeah.
that they know, right?
Yeah.
So like then, like the last episode, they get put back into the same, or into the same job, and they're like forced to bump into each other.
Yeah.
And then they fall in love all over again.
Well, and then it
just
doesn't
by
it
looking
literally
at each other.
does-
It
does-
ends with them finding each other.
But doesn't it end with them like outside and they remember? Like, they
Yeah.
literally remember
Yep.
everything that happened.
Yep.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad. I'm actually somewhat glad about that. I knew it was like a cliche ending, but I remember being like, ugh. Okay, so Paul's still out. I don't know how long Paul will be gone, so we're gonna move on. Because it sounded like he kind of agreed that Love Is War was pretty good. I really like that to come back. Okay, where do you want to hit up first, boys? We hitting up. We can do the easy one. We can just get rid of Slime and just talk about how it was just two characters talking.
Oh yeah, Slime was really good.
How it's just teaching Shogi to Ifrit.
Yeah, which I wasn't. That was actually I really liked it. I really liked their interactions. It's very interesting to
I-
see how Veldora was influenced by all the memories of Rimuru.
Rimuru.
You might not like his personality, but I enjoyed the interactions.
You don't
between-
like? Why don't you like his personality?
No, people might not like it. I personally liked it. It's very on the nose, but like he even calls it out as like it's very Sunder, or like he's acting very how do you pronounce it?
Sundiri.
Sundiri, yeah.
Sundari.
I don't know. I thought it was funny. We didn't learn anything new per se. Did we?
I don't think we learned anything new at all apart from if
Yeah,
learning
and he
Shogi.
didn't. So like when the spirit happened,
Yeah, he didn't.
like
react.
we didn't learn anything new about the spirit. He did like briefly, but it was the same reaction we already saw in the episode where this like the hero spirit
Mhm.
went into the girl.
But then at the end, they reacted more to the ending, like the actual last episode, when we see that random character that's like,
Yeah,
following.
who's that? I recognize them.
Yeah. Which
Right? Is that what
that
it ends
the
with?
hero?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out
Yeah, we will.
next time on Dragon Ball Z.
This has been confirmed for a new season, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, good. But yeah, we didn't. Literally, all it was Veldora and Ifrit talking to each other while they play a game of shogi. And that's really it.
And Veldora like being happy of Rimuru's accomplishments.
Yes.
He is much more jolly than we're led to believe.
Yeah,
in
it was. I was
Dragon Ball.
very surprised when that first, like, instantly when he starts talking to Ifrit, and then he's like, and then it like pans away, and we cut back to what's happening, and we see a shogi board, and he's just sitting at a shogi board with like one in his hand, like, what the fuck? It's
Yes, has been confirmed for your second season
Nice.
in 2020.
Nice. Okay, good. But yeah, no new information. Just pretty much an overcap of what went on. Just through Veldora's eyes for the most part. Trying to think.
I mean, not really through Veldora's eyes, but like with Veldora's narration of
Yeah.
what's going on.
But yeah, definitely the personality of him is very different than I guess we would expect when we first met him. Very
Yeah.
much more like, I don't know. Again, I don't know if that's actually how he is, or if that's just because of the memories that he's been getting from Rimuru, if that's like been affecting him.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
So are we to believe since he's in there, that once the shield's been taken down, that he'll just like be able to pop right out, or what? Like I still
I
don't
guess
No,
know.
I
it's
don't
still-
thi- I
it's
don't think
still-
that.
I guess that's one thing we did learn is that it's implied that he's still analyzing it.
Yes. But like, what's
Because in the anime, we just presumed, because we didn't see the shield, and the few times we did see the dragon guy, that he was already out and he was just chilling.
yeah.
Well, yeah. So like when we saw Rimuru devour the Orc Lord,
Yeah.
like it put the Orc Lord into a dream state.
Mm-hmm. Same with
Veldora, yeah, yeah.
Shizu.
Veldora is straight up just in a white void. So
Well, and Veldora specifically summoned Ifrit after he was eaten.
Yeah,
Veldora does
yeah,
say that,
so-
that he summoned him there.
It's
Yeah, so-
it's interesting. It shows that he's got power in that domain.
Yeah.
well, I mean, he's still Veldora. Oh, we're
I'm
talking
back.
about slime now.
And I do apologize. I keep on disappearing,
Yeah, that's fine.
audience. My mom. Is
All
basically-
15 of you.
Yeah.
all 15 of you.
Hey, we're
My
three of
mom's
those.
basically better at it.
I don't watch it.
Now all 14. 'Cause Paul's just offended someone.
Yeah, Paul. Thank God.
God damn it, Paul.
God damn it.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, we're Paul. What do you think of the slime episode? We pretty much just talked about what we pretty much
Oh,
just went over it.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I
It was
did not
so
care-
wholesome,
I did
as
not-
Paul would say.
I did not care about the recap at all. I just loved the
Yeah.
chat between Veldora and Ifrit.
Yeah, no, we completely pretty much all said the same thing. It was very nice to
Yeah.
hear them interact. I thought I felt like maybe the personality of Veldora would come off as cheesy or on the nose for most people, but I thought it was nice.
So it was great, and then especially when he lost to
He
Ifrit.
starts-
Oh, yeah.
Does he
Yeah,
sing? Wait,
he's-
is he singing the closer opening song? Is that what that was? I don't know.
Oh no, he started he's like, he started cheating in shogi.
Yeah,
and
he
he's like,
cheated, but then once he got called out for it, he starts like laughing. He's like, "Are you laughing to like ignore this?" And he starts singing, and I'm like, "Is he singing the closer?"
yeah, pretty much he was.
That was some good shit.
It was a clear distraction from the fact that he just lost.
Yeah, get fucked, Veldora. But Paul? We were just the last thing that we were hitting on is we're not sure how the whole like when the Predator skill was used and he absorbed Veldora, and he's analyzing the barrier. What's the goal? Is the goal to break the barrier and then he's gonna be released, or like what's happening?
Yes, the goal is to release Veldora.
Okay. But Veldora was destroying
mean-
things.
No, he wasn't. He was sitting in a fucking cage.
No, he said normally he doesn't destroy things, but something happened and
Oh, okay, I don't remember that
he
part.
destroyed a village. Like
Mhm.
Yeah, kind of like in Seven Deadly Sins.
Yeah. Great show.
You don't know what happened in that, but
No.
I do. So.
Okay, so will Veldora just like pop out of him once that's finished? Like,
I could tell you what happens if
stop.
you really want
No,
me
I know. Stop. Stop. Paul, have you been reading ahead?
so the books that are released in English
Mhm.
have right now only reached to the end of the season of the show.
Okay. Then how does Donnie know?
Fan translations and wikis.
Oh, only the okay. Donnie.
to. Definitely, the manga's way further than where we are.
Okay.
There's a manga with panels that are further than where we are.
Do you think it's Donnie? Do you think it's gonna stay pretty pretty good if they make it in the next season?
What?
Do you have a feeling that's
From
gonna
what- From what you've read, do you think it's going to stay decent?
Yeah,
yeah?
I think it's gonna be as decent as One Punch Man.
Ooh, wait. Do you like One Punch Man?
Do
Yeah, I
you
love One
not
Punch
like
Okay,
One
good. Doing
Punch
sure.
Man? Oh, you haven't watched it, yeah.
I have not watched it yet because it's not on Crunchyroll. Where it's on Hulu. That's right. That's what you guys said. Okay, that pretty much covers slime.
We should just exclude Matt and talk about it.
I mean, I'm okay with that.
Well, I mean, everybody dies in the first episode that we ever met, so
I mean, all the bad guys
Uh,
normally do.
Like Genesis' death is pretty
Yeah.
brutal.
Let's hit
yeah,
up,
that actually was really brutal.
Genesis.
Genos.
Isn't
Genos.
Isn't he the robot?
The
guy?
robot. The,
He
Yeah,
dies.
the
Cyborg
cyborg.
companion.
He dies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he does.
Brutal.
You guys are lying to me. It's fine. Okay,
I
we're,
would
getting-
never.
we're talking about Shield Hero because Neverland and Sword Art had like actual finales.
Did they?
So, I mean, Neverland definitely did. Sword Art pseudo did.
Sword Art had a
mid-season
mid-season
finale.
break.
Yes. So Shield Hero is just 2 episodes. There. Yeah. Do you guys
I wouldn't
remember?
even say that
And
Sword
Shield-
Art had one. It just kind of ended.
It did just kind of end.
It did end on a
But the-
cliffhanger.
It did end on a cliffhanger. We had some kind of. Oh, I can't wait to talk about it. Actually, we'll talk about it next. Shield Hero now.
What are we talking about? Shield
Shield
Hero?
Hero,
Why are we
Shield
talking about
Hero.
Shield Hero? It's continuing still.
But we haven't talked about the episode.
We've still got 2 episodes to talk about.
Yeah.
I think we should finish with Shield Hero.
You think we should finish with it? Okay, so we'll talk about Sword Art right now then.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of the? What do you guys think of? I liked the episode quite a bit. I thought it was
Really?
good. I
thought it was
actually did.
cringy AF.
I really liked it.
Weird.
I really liked it. What did you find cringy, Donnie?
That I don't remember what happens.
Oh my
Go over it
God.
again, but I remember thinking it was cringy. Go over it.
I mean, so he's fighting. He's trying to fight like with his one sword, and she's pretty much able to the.
Oh, he
penetrator.
dual wields in
He
this
does
episode,
dual wield.
right?
He does dual wield.
I told you what was gonna happen, Matt.
You're
Paul and
right.
I knew.
Well, he can't dual wield anymore.
He can't. You're right. Not anymore. You lost an arm.
He can put it back on.
Oh, I did want to ask though. He so he changes his uniform to like match the old uniform from the original
The
game,
original.
and he's
Yeah.
fighting. He's not doing well, and then Yujo's like, "Yo, get back
By
up,
the
Kirito.
power
You
of
can do it."
friendship.
Yeah, by the power of friendship, I will use my blood. I'm assuming he used his blood. Use my blood to like make my sword against
Reforge
the
his
broke.
sword.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Kirito's eyes turn yellow. Is that also a thing?
Yeah, I
No.
saw that as well. I wasn't sure what was going on with
No,
that.
that's not. That's
That's not a
Something
thing
to
that's
do-
happened before.
yeah.
Okay, interesting. But yeah, he turned his eyes yellow, and then he's like, I can dual wield now. And then he dual wields. And then he slices off the administrator's one good arm, and he loses his arm, which was his main weapon. And then he finishes with like using his last arm to like throw it directly in her chest and like blow a hole through her.
Oh, how could it be both your weapons were not made out of metal?
Exactly.
What a loophole.
Yeah,
Well, you literally saw me make one of them out of blood.
Yeah, what a dum dum.
But like
I don't know.
blood has iron in it.
Shh.
But it's not all iron.
Not a lot of
Paul.
iron. Yeah. And then she the administrator's like, I didn't want to do this, but I didn't want to do this now, but you left me no choice. And she kicks up a stone that looks just like a laptop and starts typing away on it. It's like a light
With
comes
her
on.
hair.
With her hair, yeah. And then a light comes
I'm
on.
gonna transfer my consciousness to the real world.
Yep, I'll see you in the real world. And then when she's going up, the fucking weird ass fucking clown guy,
Clown minister.
yeah, is still alive, and he's like, wait,
Chancellor.
and he's like going crazy. He like, yes, I can finally be with you. And it's like literally, there's
Raping her.
yeah, there's literally a point in the picture where it looks like he's inside her, and I'm like, whoa, okay,
They have some hot, fiery rape.
yeah, and then he like pretty much explodes.
Literally.
So right before he explodes, though, we see her like, I'm assuming this is her dying, but she's like outside looking over the entire city. It's like my world.
Yeah, that's the thing that we don't really know. Did she get out or not?
Yeah. So that's still on. We don't know yet, but right now it looks like she died. They explode and then there's nothing, and then we have a
We
great
were
moment.
assuming she died.
Then we
yeah.
have a great moment with Yujo before he dies, and thank God he dies. But at the same,
Well, he'll be back. Don't worry.
no, he won't. Shut your mouth
He'll be
down.
back.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's in the cover art for the next season, so
Wait, what? That's not possible. He died.
yeah, he'll be back. He's gonna be in the real world.
I will.
That's where we are now.
I will destroy things if he comes back. I will be so mad.
Let's dilate time 1-to-1 world.
Oh,
right
well,
now.
again, see, so here's the thing, Paul. I was gonna say that because okay, so Yujo pretty much he does die, and he shows like all the memories that they had as a kid to Kirito, who's already remembering them. But pretty much the idea, the conflict that we were going to have, where we have currently Integrity Knight Alice and we have the old Alice with her old memories, they both can't exist. So, but Yujo pretty much takes it on his own to be like, well, we both died. Like Alice died back then when her memories were taken. I'll die now, and this is how it should be. And we have that great song play that I love. Oh, it's so good.
Which song?
The song that played in the other episode, what you guys said was really bad. I don't know the song's name, but it's just like a really nice, slow, like melancholy song.
I'll have her soul. You can have her body.
Yeah, but it's a new person, and it is. Maybe I was looking way too deep into it. When I was thinking more of like, yeah, this is like people change. The person that they were is gone now. They are dead. Like that's just natural for everyone. It's like there's no reason to try and bring back this person who's
Oh
been
god,
gone.
I just thought.
What?
You remember the AI love child from like the first
Yes.
Sword Art?
Yes.
That's gonna be Kid Alice.
It's not. They're
It's
not.
gonna
They're
be Kid
both
Alice.
Kid Alice and
Kid Alice is gonna
Yuju?
be the new
Nope.
AI
Nope.
child.
Nope. Both Kid Alice and Yujiro are dead. They are gone.
Yujiro.
Yujiro. They're both dead. They have died.
There's no R there. God.
Yeah, well, guess what happened in the first anime, Matt? Asuna died.
Stop talking. She's the main character.
Kirito also died.
Those are main characters.
They both died in the first series.
Main characters. It's okay. These are side characters. They can die.
They're main characters.
They're main side characters. They can
Let
die.
Matt have his dreams, Donnie.
I will actually. If they come back, this will take away everything from this episode for me because I really like this episode. For that moment, I almost got close to crying. I was really
Almost got close
almost
to crying.
when Yujo
What a
said
bitch.
when Yujo said I can't see it, and we look at his eyes, and his eyes have gone like dark. I'm like, oh no.
Were there tears of joy?
I thought you didn't like this anime.
I didn't, but I don't know what it was. I really like this episode. It's just the music. It's the song. The song gets me every time. That song is so good.
So obviously we haven't mentioned the actual ending yet.
Yeah. So he Kirito gets up, starts typing on the keyboard that she was using, and he like slams it down or something like that. Or he's typing, and then he's able to get it to like communicate with the real world. And a weird like shift happens where it goes bloop. So I'm assuming that's what Paul was saying, where that's where it becomes 1-to-1. Like this is where, because normally that's not happening.
I just want to say, like, if he goes to 1-to-1 with the real world, doesn't that mean like the entire time he was stood there talking with them, literal months have passed?
So that's what we don't know yet. We're unsure of whether or not it was just that area that was 1-to-1, like while he was in this bubble, or if that literally went throughout the entire system.
It was throughout the entire system.
Okay.
Because of everything that was happening in the real world, they were getting invaded by a terrorist group.
That wants the flux lights or whatever they're called.
Yeah, that knew about everything. They were trying to get in contact with actually Kirito into this. Oh, he just happens to be here.
And then she's like, "Hey, you need to get Alice." It's like Alice is right here.
A girl named Find Alice. You need to find a girl named Alice.
Oh, she's also right here.
It's like, okay, you have to take them to the specific spot in order to save everything because we're being invaded right now. We are now going to set the time dilation back so you can do this in this time frame while all this is happening. Then he hears them yell Asuna's name and all that. And he's like, wait, she's there as well, and then it ends.
Well, no.
Oh no, you missed out a key part.
You missed out 2 key parts, Paul, because what you just said does make sense, because I thought that's what was going to happen. It's like, okay, we're going to end time, and well, this is going on in the real world, which will be like minutes or something. That will be months for you, so you'll have time to do this. They literally get to the point where they're kind of like get to the flux lights, and then Kirito gets zapped. Like, a big light comes down and hits him. He's like, whoa, the system is like actually getting hit.
Oh yeah,
it gets like there's red on the screen to maybe indicate that he's being corrupted.
Yes,
like it's being damaged.
No, it's not that he's being corrupted. It's that because his mind and all that is still connected to his body. The terrorists cut the electricity.
Yes,
which cut the equipment that was keeping Kirito stable.
And then he sees while he's like fading away, he sees Asuna in her like SAO-1 outfit coming down, and then it ends.
Good.
That means she's in the game, boys. She's here.
No.
Oh, the show is trash.
Wait, you guys actually didn't like this? You actually didn't like this?
That doesn't mean as soon as in it at all.
Okay, Dan, you're the only person who kind of also likes this show. Did you like this?
I mean, I guess it was better than some of the more recent episodes.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Donnie, did you like it? What was cringy? Donnie, what was cringy? Come on.
The whole anime's cringy. What do you mean?
Okay, a lot of it is cringy. But what was cringy about this episode? Come on.
Nothing at all, man. It's
Thank
all
you.
great. It's
thought...
all hunky-dory.
Okay, I'll say one thing.
Yeah?
At least the fight wasn't like 2 hits.
Exactly, yeah. And I'll also admit I'm also very I'm very biased when it comes to fights with people who can change their weapon on the fly. I really love that shit. Like that's some of the coolest stuff. When you have a weapon that changes shape or like changes different mechanics like mid-fight is really cool.
The one thing I didn't like was when he
It's because Matt's a Kingdom Hearts fanboy.
You're right. I really like
you change your weapons on the fly.
In Kingdom Hearts 3 you can, and also in Devil May Cry, and also in Nier Automata, and also in Bayonetta, and also in other games that I really enjoy.
15.
Nier Automata?
15? Yeah, Nier Automata, you can do that. Dan, what were you going to say?
I was going to say that I did not like how they handled the dual wielding.
What was weird about the dual wielding?
Well, he barely used it. Like,
that's true.
It seemed like he used his second sword like twice and then forgot it existed.
You're right.
Then he lost his arm.
Yeah. Like when he was stabbing her in the arm to cut off her arm, he didn't use his second sword at all.
Dan, there's a limit to the skills that they use. Like there's literally the skills are literally 4 hits. It's like, oh, a 4-hit combo.
That was just a stab.
I'm just saying. Skills
You're
go on
telling me
cooldown.
he couldn't have used that second sword?
Skills go down cooldown.
Defend himself?
Cooldown,
like,
Dan.
Like same type attack bonus? Stab?
Yeah, stab. It's fine. Like he's fine.
I'm back.
Okay. Paul, unless you
No,
have
we're
anything
still-
else to add to Sword Art this episode,
What do you think?
probably not.
Exactly.
Yeah, and we're saying this is a mid-season finale because literally it came out that they're not continuing it until fall. I think you
Yep.
said.
Well,
Yeah. So it won't be back till fall when it was supposed to be out
With
the whole time.
Psycho-Pass 3.
Ooh. So yeah, that pretty much covers Sword Art. So you said you want to finish with Shield Hero. So Neverland. Do you guys remember what happened at the end of Neverland?
absolutely.
I'm
Yeah.
Kinda.
Well, I mean, I read it too,
I
but
kind of remember it.
I mean, we find out that Phil did not betray us. Phil is the guy.
Phil definitely betrayed us. Come on, what do
Phil
you
did not betray us at all.
No, Phil didn't even understand.
What do you mean,
No,
Phil?
he understood,
Well, I mean, he understood after they told him, but like,
and then he's like, "I knew something was going on." I
Yeah, Phil
knew
like
this."
suspecting this a lot. Was suspecting
He
weird shit.
knew.
But yeah, they pretty much Phil was the only really young kid that they told. So the whole and what we were curious about is like at the end of the last episode, Ray was like, "Is this everyone?" And then we see Phil, but it's all the like kids under the age of 5. They're leaving them all, and then the reason they're
under the age of 4,
W-
4 and below.
4
I
and below,
guess,
yeah, so under
the
5.
age of 5.
Yeah. And it was a big conflicting moment for Emma. 'Cause she wanted to save everyone, but then it was like brought up to her. It's like, but what about all the other farms of all the other kids? And it's like, you're right. Fuck. I want to save everyone and all this stuff. And then they're like, you know what? We'll leave it up to Phil.
She didn't say fuck.
You're right.
Just to
And she
clarify.
also didn't say we'll leave it all up Bill.
Well, she's saying like it's Phil's.
It was more of a we're passing it down to the next generation.
In that she'll be back. Like she'll escape. They'll do stuff on the outside, and they'll be back. to help.
Dan, it was not that she was passing it on to the next generation.
Yeah, more so in the sense that he's the inside man for when they come back.
He needs to watch out and take care of everyone. I think they said that they have she estimates about 2 years before the next shipment would go out.
No, it's not the 2 years before next shipment will go out. They only start shipping out people at the age of 6. So that's why they took everyone from like 5 and up.
Yeah.
So they have 2 years to come up with a plan to save everyone.
Yeah.
Little do they know
that. What?
Nothing.
Oh,
I
fuck
just
you.
wanted to make you.
Yeah, you're gonna say something else. I forgot.
I mean, I know what happened.
Yeah, fuck you guys. I don't know. I'm upset. Dan, since they already know what happens, what do you think about this reveal? Were you happy that Phil is on our side? That Phil is one of us?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. Good. Good answer, Dan. Thank you.
Was I not?
No, it's
supposed to
okay.
be?
It's okay. So pretty much, they're up there. They're running away. They get to the cliff, and while they're getting there, we also found out that Mama was Mama. What was her? Isabel.
Isabel.
Yeah, Isabel. She was able to get out like the
That
radio.
is the reveal I didn't
Whew.
expect.
That's a great reveal. And holy shit, I loved it. Okay, anyways, we're not there yet though. Not yet. Isabel is she has a walkie-talkie or like a communication. She tells them to go on high alert, and just as they expected, they all believe that they're going to go to the gate, the bridge, because that's like the one location to get to. But they were able to figure out a plan to like get across by throwing rope over and like going over a what's the word?
Zip line.
Zip line. And what's interesting is if you do go back in some of the episodes, you do see them actually training for this and like preparing for it. And I thought that was some really cool shit. I thought it was.
And they showed you earlier in the episode like that they were preparing for it.
Yeah, so they show you in that episode specifically, and in the episode prior, they showed you actual events going on. Like in this episode, they show you flashbacks of it happening. But if you go back to the episodes, you do see those scenes go on. And I'm like, oh, that's fucking cool. I really like that shit when they like show you, it's like, hey, we showed you this was going on. We showed you them trying this stuff. I'm like, oh, that's cool. But they're all able to cross over using the zip line, and and like while they're doing this, Isabel's like, how have they not gotten to the gate yet? Like they've been searching all over and haven't found them. And then she's like, wait a minute. And then she's like, so she's running across. She gets to the wall, jumps on the wall, and she sees them. Like Emma's the last person, and she sees her, and she has they have the moment. And is it at that point we have the flashback, or is it after Emma crosses?
No, it's while she's running to get to them.
So we see the flashback of Isabel growing up, being on the farm. And how did she find out? Do we remember
How did she find out what?
About the demons?
So she fell in love with a boy. Yeah. The boy got shipped out. She ran after him.
No, it was before. It was before that. She was just exploring. She just went on top of the wall and saw the wall. Didn't she?
No.
Okay, never mind. Now you go on.
No, because that happens after. Well, no, because she was like on the wall. She was climbing up the trees and stuff, and that's how she heard the boy making music.
I feel like they showed that, but then it
went that happened. But that happened before like the boy was shipped out, obviously.
Yes. Yeah. Maybe it was like she was running away, like she wanted to go with him, and then she was just running away just to run away, not to actually escape the farm. But she got on top of there.
Yeah, she was just exploring.
Yeah, but at that.
That's what I took it as.
Okay, maybe I can't remember the exact string of events, but she does find out that oh fuck, this is not good. She gets enlisted to be a mom. She goes through all the training. We find out you actually do bear a child. They do impregnate you, so it's looking more and more like Norman is alive. Norman is just Norman's just used for cattle.
Or a spicy meme.
Yeah, that is a spicy meme. That might be true. So yeah, they do bear a child. And the friend that she had back at the farm that gets sent off and I'm assuming sold, or Ian. He makes a song. He plays like an instrument, and he plays a song. And while going through all this struggle, she hums the song, like she's humming the song. And when she has the baby, she's humming the song. And if we were paying attention, which I don't know if we were paying attention, it's the same song that she hums at home. It's the same song that Ray was humming. And during a flashback, when she becomes the mom, she sees. We hear her. She's like just going around the farm, and she hears the song, someone humming. She's like, "What the fuck?" And she's like freaking out. She runs over, and all we do is we see a little boy sitting at a tree, and he looks up.
Dark hair.
And he says, "Mom." And then and he's like, and then she says, "Ray." And we're like, "Holy shit!" Because he remembers being in the womb, and when she was humming the song, he's Ray's her son, and we're like, "Holy shit!" Oh my god.
Well, I mean, now we know how she figured out that Ray knew.
Exactly. Holy shit, that's insane.
And then it cuts back to real time.
Yeah.
And she is like, she's like less wanting to go and catch the kids and more like finally somebody's done it. Like kind of rooting for the humans.
At the very
end,
is
how
yes.
I take it.
At the very end, yes, I do feel that way. When she goes back to Phil and she literally says they escaped safely, which she says escaped.
It was before that. So she started. When she was running towards them. Mm-hmm. That's when her mentality started to change.
See, I felt like when she got and saw Emma, she was still begging her not to leave.
Well, in the manga,
oh well, damn,
is how they did that. That's why she cleaned up their ropes from her side and tossed them into the cliff.
Oh, I thought when she cleaned up the ropes, or when she was pulling in the ropes, I thought she was about to hang herself. I literally thought, oh, she's just killing herself.
I actually thought
she lets her hair down.
Yep. She looks way better with her hair down.
Yeah, absolutely.
So do a lot of people.
Yeah, it's true. Like mine.
But yeah. So, and then, she goes to Phil, and then she's like, they escaped safely.
Which is curious to me, that she uses the word escape to Phil. Like, does she, or I guess, I don't know.
Because she knows that Phil's in on it.
Does she know that? Does she?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, she didn't know that they were going to escape that way. She wasn't prepared for that. God damn. So the question is okay, never mind. I can't ask any questions because fucking Donnie and Paul both know.
I mean, you can ask questions. We just won't answer them.
Okay.
For you.
So now I'm curious whether or not,
out of respect.
Yeah, I'm curious to know what the repercussions is for Isabel if she's just pretty much gone at this point, because she lost like literally the top prize, the two top prizes.
3.
No,
Oh,
they have Norman.
They've got Norman.
You're right.
They got Norman. Dan, what do you think? Do you think Isabel's like chopping, getting put on the chopping block, or?
I feel like she won't be put on the chopping block.
I think
I reckon she'll lose her position, but she'll still be alive.
I think she's gonna get killed. I think she's out of here.
I think she's Grandma's favorite person.
I hate you.
So one of you two is correct.
Oh, interesting.
Oh,
one says she's alive, one says she's dead.
Wait, so are you saying she's either going to die or she's going to live and lose her position?
Yes, those are the two options.
Is that what you're saying?
That is what he's saying.
That is what I'm saying.
Dan, I'm the correct.
That is what he's saying.
Mine's more vague. She just dies. We don't know how she dies. She just dies. But anyways, yeah, that was a good. That was a good nice reveal. Like, it didn't change much. It didn't change really anything, but it was still nice. Like, seeing who she interacted with as a child, seeing what the hardships she went through, and at the end of the day, you actually get the feeling. Like, after seeing that episode, I truly get the feeling that she believed that what she was doing, for the kids was the best thing for them. Like, that she does really care about them, that she does really love them. That she's not just some evil person, that she's actually, like, the torment and terrible things that she's seen and gone through, that she believes is the best outcome for them.
Well, yeah, but like she says, like, I was doing the thing that I needed to do to stay alive.
Yes.
That's what she says. So, like, she was doing what she needed to do to stay alive, and they found something that they think that they needed to do to stay alive.
But the whole time, so, like, when she was crossing, I don't know. I feel like when she was running to them, and she was remembering all this stuff, and, like, when she was burying the child, the way she looked and the way she was, like, singing the song, her surviving is still, yes, she survived, but she was still asking for, like, I wanted to look up the line again, but I guess I could have sworn she still says to Emma, please don't go. Like, she's like, please don't leave, or something along those lines. So I feel like she thinks that they're, like, throwing themselves away and that they're kind of, like, go through a lot more hardships. At that point, she still feels that way. But I don't know. It definitely makes me see her differently.
They are going to go through more hardships because they're basically going to have to fucking survive in the wild on their own.
Yeah, but, like, they're going to die.
Who's to say they're not being hunted?
Yeah, they're definitely going to be hunted
after they leave, right?
Exactly. So they're on the run as well.
What a fucking... Oh, wait. I wonder if anyone's ever escaped before. I wonder if they have hunters for other humans, and I wonder if Norman becomes a hunter for the... He hunts humans. He becomes a human hunter.
Wow, that's amazing. What if that did happen?
I hate you, Todd.
Okay. I know, right? What if that happened?
I hate you all. I hate you all. Anyway.
That's not going to happen.
Well, now you ruined it for me. Now you guys...
that's totally what happens.
I hate you. Okay. Dan, what do you think of this final episode for the season?
It was good.
It was good.
Pretty good.
You have any hopes for the next season? What do you hope they hit on? What do you hope?
You should have hopes for the next season because the manga's really good.
Yep. Dan, what do you hope? Like, where do you hope the story goes?
What'd you say, Paul?
Up to the time skip.
Paul, don't mention the time skip.
Well, I already know that it turns into a shonen, apparently.
Of some
wow.
Sort. That's what.
Who spoiled that?
But Dan, what do you hope? Dan, what do you hope for the next season?
I know. I just thought it would be interesting to see how they survive the outside world.
Yeah, but
I want to learn more about what the fuck's going on out there.
Yeah, so they say it turns into...
Are there humans out there?
They say
it's all demons.
Well, yeah, and they also say it turns into a shonen, but we don't know. Like, maybe they look at another farm. Maybe we, like, see the input of another one escaping, or, like, how the resistance happens. Maybe we see... Maybe there's a lot more, much more stories of, like, what's going on with Norman. Maybe the next season focuses on, like, Norman and his interaction of if he is...
Norman's dead.
I hate you. Or would you...
Norman died in a very, very horrific fashion.
So my main question, Dan, would be to you: do you want them to focus on the characters that escaped, or do you want them to focus on different characters, or focus on, like, say, Norman if he's still alive inside inside the facility with new characters in there.
I would say the characters, based on what I said, I'd say the characters that escape because I want to learn more about the outside world.
Okay. I would, even though I like Emma and Ray a good bit, I actually want to know more about the facility. I want to see more about that shit. So I'd be much more interested in what's going on if Norm's still alive. And
you're interested in the world?
I'm interested in the world, but I'm interested in the facility specifically. Like, I want to see the inside of, like, headquarters and, like, where all these demons live and, like, what's actually going on there. Or if they have humans working in there, too, and see what also they're doing.
Yeah, it'd be great if we could see that.
So you'll both see both perspectives.
They're including that Norman's alive.
Spoilers.
No, I'm not talking about Norman. I'm talking about, like inside the facilities, like how demons.
I mean, we actually don't know, if you will, because like we don't know how they're gonna do the anime. Mm-hmm. So like,
we'll see. All right, let's finish up with we don't have much time left. We need to wrap up. Shield Hero.
Do we? What time is it?
It's 8:15.
We do. I have to still watch the last episode of Game of Thrones.
Wait, you've already watched that?
It's a joke.
Right.
Alexis.
Oh, did she already watch it?
Yeah, we watched it earlier.
So you guys are all caught up for today?
Yeah.
All right, good. Shield Hero. I'll do a quick summary because nothing major happened, right? Like it. The last thing
in the 2 episodes.
Nothing major happened in the last 2 episodes.
Hold on. I mean, kind of. I guess. Like the last time we talked, it ends with the Melty, who's the younger princess, who has purple hair, all that stuff. She's about to be attacked by a soldier from her own town, and the Shield Hero like protects her, and pretty much they start attacking him, and then there's people in the back like pretty much videotaping it, and they Photoshop and like change the video to make it look like he's slaughtering these people, and that he like tried to kidnap her.
Even though like we're shown specifically that he's just knocking them unconscious.
Yes, we see them just knocking them unconscious. They literally go back and we see like a bunch of mages.
They add blood.
Yeah, and change their facial expressions.
They go all Sony Vegas on it.
Yeah, and we don't see who they show this to, but we're assuming they show this to like other people, and now they're wanted.
No, we do. They show it. They go around fucking town showing it to everyone.
Yes, to the towns. I meant specifically to like people in the kingdom, like the king or whatnot. We don't see the king.
I mean, I presume that the king was one of the first.
Yeah, of course.
To see it.
Yeah, of course. But we don't see his reaction. Like I was expecting to like see him like, what the fuck, and like go crazy. But yeah. So they show around, and now they are like
king's behind it. So
yeah, they are now wanted fugitives. So they're like scouting the land, looking about where they want to go. They scout for this one area, which I forget the name of the town that they want to go to. It's like I think
Kingdom.
A kingdom that they want to go to, but I don't know what the name of it is. But they're scouting that out.
Hearts.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts. If only they went there. So they're laying low. They decide that he's gonna like protect her because she's being attacked by her own people. It's like, what the fuck's going on? They do get information from one of the shadow guards that follows her and like works for the queen. It's like, please go to the queen. She wants to meet with you. But while this is going on, they get pretty much.
Wait, that happens in the second episode?
No, that happens in the episode before that.
That happens at the very end of the episode before that.
Yeah. Because you're right. I should have done that earlier. Because he protects her again before that. They're pretty much running away in the forest and they get smoked out. They get caught.
That's in the latest episode.
They get caught. I'm using a bad word because they use that word later. They get pretty much found because they're running away and then like Melty like almost falls off, but he catches her. But they make too much noise. They find them. And they start chasing them, and they get put to a cliff. And we see all the heroes are there. The 3 other heroes are there, along with Mine. I think her name is Mine, or Maine, or whatever.
Bitch.
Crazy princess.
Crazy princess. And they try to
the first princess, yes.
They not crowned.
They try to explain to everyone. It's like, and the 3 heroes, and he tries to say, "Hey, she was attacked. This is a big misunderstanding. I'm okay with giving over so that we can talk about this, and I won't fight." And then Melty starts talking a little bit, but then Mine says, "Oh, he uses the Shield Hero has an ability that brainwashes them, so you can't believe anything they say."
How convenient.
Yeah, how very convenient. And then while he's debating whether or not to give over whether or not to give over, because he's talking to the sword hero right now. He's like, hey, I guarantee she will not be harmed, and you guys, we can talk about what's going on. And then Mine says, yes, please come over. She goes up to the sword hero and says, thank you, yes, please, Melty, come to us. And then he's like, well, fuck, no, we're not doing this, because I bet you the second we do this, she's gonna attack Maine and like kill her, and then say I did it for brainwashing her. Which was definitely going to happen. 100% that was going to happen.
He said it that she would say that she was curing the brainwashing of Melty, and then
no. She said no. She was going to kill Melty, and say that she was brainwashed to do it. That he
but what he said was she was going to pretend to be curing Melty of the brainwashing.
Oh, I thought I took it the other way. I could have sworn that she said that she would attack saying that she was being brainwashed.
No, I'm pretty sure they said that she would pretend to be curing Melty.
Either way, she was definitely going to do that. Like that was 100% going to happen.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And then so they decide to instead fight back. They fight. Mine starts actually like using real fire stuff against them. Melty attacks back. She uses, I guess, water magic. It looks like.
I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure it was water magic. They start fighting back. Other stuff goes on. Fucking Philo gets captured for a very small bit, but then she's able to get freed. And
Spear Hero gets super creepy.
Spear Hero gets really creepy when she gets captured for like a couple seconds. Like he's going over and like, whoa, this is not okay. I don't like this.
Yeah, he gets practically rape face on her.
Yes. But the archer hero and the bow hero and the sword hero are both questioning Maine, like, what is she doing? Like, what are you doing? And because she's like trying to almost kill Melty, it's like, well, we have to. She's brainwashed.
I don't think there was any almost about it. She was legit trying.
Yeah. And they're able to escape though. They're able to get to the other side. And then the shield hero says to the sword hero, like, hey, I know you can figure this out. And he tosses over like the emblem that they found that one of the soldiers helped that attacked Melty. And
for the Church of the Three Heroes.
Yes, the Church of the Three Heroes. And he hands that over to him, and he's like, "You'll find out what's actually going on here." So they're and then it ends with the Shadow Guard coming on me like, "Hey, go see the Queen."
Go see the Queen.
Yeah.
Also, like Spear Hero, he's a creep.
He is a creep.
Bow Hero is idealistic and naive.
Yes.
Sword Hero is the only one that is like questioning everything now.
Yes.
It's like, wait, you could see it progressing. Like they actually did a very good way of like character development for him.
Yeah.
Let me finish, Dan.
Yeah, Dan.
Yeah. Why do people always try to cut me off?
It's not just you, Paul.
So.
Anyways, what I was trying to say. No, I'm just... Anyways, what Paul was trying to say was.
Come on, Paul, get on with it.
Fuck, Paul.
So when they're like, wait, why are you taking all of our jobs to the Shield Heroes? Like, well, it's your fault for letting this decaying corpse lie out here, and everyone started getting like hurt and all that, and all of this bad stuff started happening. It's like, wait, that was because of me. And then like later on, he's like, oh, you're right about this, and like stuff, and he's like actually starting to actually question everything, while Bow Hero just like, you're still a jerk, and then Spear Hero's like, I just want to rape your bird.
Yeah. And it was what Paul said.
No, he doesn't want to rape the bird. He wants to rape specifically the angel form.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He wants to rape your angel.
That's why he literally makes a charm that would like keep her in that form. I'm like, whoa, that's fucking weird.
The thing about the sword hero is he's finally understanding it's not just a fucking game. He's been treating it like a game, and now he's understanding that it's more than a game.
Yep. But yeah. And Paul, there is one other thing that I really liked about the sword hero that Paul was alluding to when, also during the last wave when when they're fighting against each other and he says, "Oh, the shadows," and then first, what's her name? Rastalia fights the one shot, and then instantly the sword hero takes up arms. It's like, oh yeah, you're right, and then just he interacts. So he's trusting the shield hero more and stuff, and that's cool. So the next episode is them still trying to get out of the forest because Mine starts like burning the entire forest down. And as soon as she does that, it's like, oh well, he's gonna get blamed for that, obviously. And then he does. He gets blamed for burning the forest down. But they go toward. They're trying to get into a. They're trying to get into a location, but I forget where it's at.
Silvertear or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
The nation that's like ran by demi-humans that hate humans.
But they were trying to get somewhere, and they said, I forget the line that they said. They said something, and it's like, oh, well, I guess we're going here instead because we can't go to this location.
Yeah, because the border is like too securely guarded.
So they decided to go to a new location, which apparently Melty knows of a person that's pretty well done, and are pretty like nice to demi-humans. And this whole episode, Raphtalia is like wincing at some things, and she has another nightmare about when she was a slave, and stuff like that's going on just like intermittently through the episode. They get to this location. They're looking for a lord. The lord finds them. The lord's a nice guy. He is nice to demi-humans. That's all nice. They don't trust him at first, but then they interact with him, and he's fine. We don't get much interaction with him, but he's an okay guy. There's nothing wrong with him. There's nothing scary about him. They stay at his house. That same night, they get invaded, and he gets captured. Melty surrenders, saying that the Shield Hero already left. They hide. They are able to be okay, but Raphtalia recognizes the Lord that came to ransack them, and pretty much they go and they're like, oh well, Melty sacrificed herself so we could escape, but I promised to protect her, so we're gonna go get her because she's not safe there. So they pretty much go invade the castle. They're able to get in, and then I'm trying to remember how it exactly ends.
Like, you completely got rid of the interaction between...
What interaction?
Naofumi and the Lord.
What Lord? Which one?
The one that takes him in.
The Shield Hero did not trust him at all.
Yeah, I said that they don't
the
trust
Shield Hero.
Hero. I said that he didn't trust him at first.
Did you?
Yes.
No, you said at first. Shield Hero never started trusting him.
He started eating the food, and he stayed the night there.
Yeah, but he did that because of Raphtalia's suggestion.
Well, yeah, but that's still showing at least a little bit of trust.
Sure.
There's also trust in Raphtalia.
Like he wasn't gonna stay there, and he wasn't gonna eat the food, and then he ends up eating the food and staying there. So like,
yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
They stay the night, and one of the maids comes in and wakes them up and says that we're being invaded or attacked, and they have taken the Lord of the castle. Yeah.
Prisoner.
And and then they go and hide in the castle, and everybody like hides them in the castle. And then the princess sacrifices herself to be taken by the Lord.
The other Lord. The Lord from the other like a nearby castle. Who's apparently really shitty to demi-humans because Raphtalia remembers him.
Yeah, Raphtalia instantly gets angsty upon seeing him.
Yes.
Angsty. You mean all of her first stands?
Yep.
And she grabs the hilt of her blade.
Angry.
Yeah, that was much angry. Much more anger.
Much angst.
Yeah. But they invade his castle. They're easily able to get through and get up to where Melty's literally pretty much about to be like kind of molested, probably. That's what it seemed like it was going.
It seemed kind of rapey, but
yeah. And I'll admit, even though I know they don't do much, and I think Shield Hero is a lighter show when it comes to that kind of stuff. I'm glad they didn't take it the route of like fucking Sword Art did or Goblin Slayer. Like, we understood what was happening.
That was totally a winter thing.
Yeah, like we understood,
or not a winter, a fall anime thing.
They're just alluding to it,
exactly, which I personally am okay with because that would have been really strange. Like they didn't say they alluded with it.
You're super about PC.
Well, no, just with that, I don't want to have another anime that I've been watching like see another like pretty like not grotesque scene, but
it's pretty grotesque.
Well, it was grotesque in
Sword Arts was pretty grotesque too.
But it wasn't the rape itself wasn't grotesque. It was the cutting off of the limbs afterwards.
I don't know. The dude trying to lick the chick was pretty
That
disgusting.
was yeah, that was ugh.
Like
ugh.
When anime create a human's tongue to be extra elongated to make it look more gross.
Yeah, to look more
like
sinister.
I understood the goblin thing, like because I've
yeah.
never seen a goblin's tongue before. Maybe it is super long, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like to make a human's tongue long and pointy, right? Just to make it extra gross,
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, that kind of is chilling.
It
a
is
little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, why are you hating?
I
on
mean,
Gene
that's-
Simmons?
Hey, that's.
I
fake
mean,
time.
that's the point of doing it. It's to like incite that
Yes.
feeling in
Yes.
you, but still, like, I don't know.
No, I mean I enjoy when they do that stuff because it makes it more known like this person is like acting like a demon. This person is like a terrible person. They're not a human right now. They are not human because of how they're acting. But yeah, so he's about to get pretty rapey with her, and then they bust in, and Raftali like confronts him. It's like starts walking towards him. She's getting like whipped, and she's not flinching at all. Perfectly still, going down, cuts the whip out of his hand, points it at his neck, and is like, "How many times?" And he's like begging for forgiveness. He's like, "How many times have like demi-humans say that in this place?" And I actually forget how it ends. Does it end with her doing anything? With her sparing him? What happens?
It ends with that.
It does end with that. Okay, he better get stabbed. He should be stabbed. He
shouldn't be stabbed. He should be a continuing character.
Have we
should
seen
join the party? Actually,
have we seen anyone actually die yet?
Die?
Have we seen a
Several
human?
Villagers.
Have we seen? I don't think we've seen.
We've
a
seen
villager
villager.
die.
Yeah, we have. We definitely have.
I don't think we have.
We saw Raftalia's parents die.
That's right. We did see. Okay, you're right. We saw.
They're not
them die.
humans though.
Wait,
if you want to go back and look at Raftalia's parents, they weren't very high-level demi-humans.
They were not.
Because they were still small, childish-looking demi-humans.
No, they weren't. They were older looking.
Were they?
They grow
Maybe
up,
they
so
were
they still
super
grow up normal. It's only if they're leveling up, their levels will enhance their body as well, and like make them look older.
Yeah,
Maybe.
if they love, it just matures them faster.
Yes.
Sure.
But yeah, so
I thought all demi-humans could be lollies.
Yeah, you're right.
If they never leveled.
But pretty much during the episode,
I would keep a bunch of slave lollies.
You're right. I mean, pretty much we're believing that there were like slaves that he used, like probably in bad ways. We don't know what those ways were technically, but it definitely was a way. And apparently there was a friend that Raftali had that I'm assuming was killed. We're assuming.
Oh yeah, we didn't even say what happened because no, I doubt she died because of Raftali. Like
oh, you're right. She wants to go back to the dungeon.
They created a plot line for us to follow to go find her friend. So like I doubt she's dead.
Yeah.
There's like I doubt they would create that plot line just to be creating more. I mean, they might with this show, just to create more like more of a dark feeling into the show.
Yeah.
There's like, oh, I'm going to search for this person that's missing, and oh, they're dead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's literally like a cellar area, and she's looking down. It's like, wait.
The last place I saw her was in that cellar.
Yeah, pretty much. And Nafumi's like, well, wait, we can come back to this, but we have to go save Melton first.
Yeah. So the next episode will probably be them.
I would have liked this episode a lot more if the flashbacks that Raftali has been having were happening more often throughout the show, because it happened the first 2 times we had Raftalia when she was still a child, but we haven't seen her have like nightmares since then. If we were getting glimpses of this earlier on, of like just a random character that she's been seeing, and then this happened, it would have been so much better. I don't know. Do you guys have anything you guys want to say about this? I mean, I feel like again, this show it's very consistent. It doesn't have like I have yet to see a bad episode in any way. But nothing stood out to me in these last 2 episodes.
Come on, just gotta do it when it's convenient for the plot, Matt.
What are you talking about?
The night terrors.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree. It's not. They didn't. I mean, it wasn't a terrible way to do it. It just would have been nice if maybe even the episode before that they would have touched on it a little bit more. But it's fine.
Well, the night terrors come back because she's going to where she used to live.
Oh, I agree. I agree. I understand that that's a thing. It would have been nice if the first time she had those night terrors, when we saw images of her parents dying, if we also saw like glimpses, just like flashes of this other character, like that would have been very cool. And then it was kind of like forgotten, but then we come back to it. It's like, oh well, this is still a thing. But this is something that we've never seen these flashes specifically before.
We've never seen what before?
The flashes of the other character that we've found that she has.
Oh yeah, this is a new character.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys have anything you want to talk about this episode? These last two. Anything that stands out?
Stuff happened.
Just they were pretty action.
Nothing that we hadn't covered already.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Nothing.
They were pretty good episodes, though.
I agree. I
don't think Shield Hero has had an episode that didn't progress.
Yes.
Like the story at all. Like it hasn't had an episode that just stayed like stagnant in the story. Or that felt that way. Because like every episode adds either backstory for a character, character development, or furthers the actual plot of the show. So like as a whole, I think the series is pacing really well.
Yep. And they do great things, which is what I'm a little upset about with this episode. They do great things between like 1 to 3 episodes, where there was the one episode that was pretty much like a filler, where they're at the springs and they do they get the egg and stuff for while they're fighting, and then it's like Raphtalia and Philo like coming together, and then literally at the end he's thinking about like making them something with the hammer that he got, and then 2 to 3 or 4 episodes later, we see like between those episodes he's getting materials, and we see him make the things that he gives them, the bracelet and the and like I love that shit. Like that stuff's so cool.
And also that episode in question is probably the closest thing to a filler episode.
Yes, it is. It
still had story progression.
Yep.
And character progression.
I mean, if the dragon fight didn't show us the curse shield, I'd say that would be a filler, but it showed us the curse shield, so
yeah. And it also
and then we used the curse shield in the next episode.
I also completely forgot that when in this episode when they're sleeping and Raphtalia is having the night terror and she's like squirming, I'm like, holy shit, what if the holy water they gave her is actually bad and it's like something's gonna happen right now? Because it's because the church they go to only has the 3 icons on it. So maybe I don't know.
I mean, the badge has 4 icons.
It does?
Yeah, because the shield is a circle behind.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know.
Also,
but they call themselves the Church of the 3 Heroes.
Yeah.
But the icon, if you look at the icon, it has a bow, a spear, a sword, and a circle thing that holds them all together. Which is kind of the premise behind the shit. Like, it's taking the Shield Hero himself and to bring all of them together because currently they're all separate, or they're separate from him,
and they're not working together.
Yeah, and they're not working together.
There's also the point that he appraised the holy water. So
you're right.
He would have known if it was legit or not. Because
you're right.
That was a plot point of the episode because they tried to give him shitty water at first.
You're right. I don't know. I got worried there for a second though. Yeah. But yeah, this has definitely been the most consistent isekai. Actually Doro's been pretty consistent too.
That's not an isekai.
It's not an isekai, but it's been a very consistent show.
Yes, but you said isekai.
Because I was thinking of other shows that I think have also been consistent. Like there's been a lot of consistency. Neverland was very consistent the whole way through. Literally, for me at least, it was just Slime, Sword Art, and Domestic Girlfriend were the ones that were inconsistent.
Slime was a bit all over the place. It couldn't decide its pace.
But like I've said before, it followed the book precisely.
That's nice. That's good. It's nice when they did that, especially with people really enjoy the books and they like stick with it. It's like, hey, this is what people enjoy. We should just put in animation. Okay. So yeah, that pretty much covers. Unless you guys have anything you want to add about Shield Hero.
No.
Okay.
So,
I mean, we could say what we're watching for next step, like the next recording.
Yes, we will. We'll finish with that. Does anyone have any final words for the winter season? No.
I mean, with the winter season, how it it filled out, like with all of the good anime from it. It was like a follow-up from fall. Like fall was really good, winter was really good. So like that just gives me a little bit of hope that maybe the rest of the year will be trash. Yeah, like Maybe they used up all of their good shit.
I don't know. We've got a good trash anime this season.
What's that? We got several good trash animes.
Yeah. The Merlin show is pretty trash anime, and it's decent.
Yikes.
Decent trash anime.
Yeah. I mean, I thought we had. I mean, just looking at the stuff that we talked about, there's only 2 shows on here that were iffy for me. I mean, one of them I actually still really enjoyed, and that's Sword Art was like the only bad show.
And it's probably the most well-known one.
Yeah.
Out of all of them?
Out of the stuff that we watched, Sword Art is like the worst one, easily.
Goblin Slayer got us the most views, though.
Goblin Slayer was really. Looking at this, I'm trying to see. There was no real Goblin Slayer this year. I mean, Neverland was a little bit out there.
There was never no Goblin Slayer this year. First season done.
You know what I mean.
There was a Goblin. I mean, there wasn't. No, there was nothing that. At least the people who watch our podcast.
Yeah. There was no sleeper. There's no sleeper.
We're incited. Yeah.
Yeah, there was.
What was the sleeper? What was the sleeper, Paul?
Neverland.
Domestic Girlfriend.
Really? Neverland was a sleeper?
I don't think Neverland was a sleeper hit. I think Neverland, when you look at that art, you're like, this anime's either going to be a bust.
Yeah.
Or it's going to be anime of the year. And guess what it was?
I mean, any point where you see an anime where it's like, there's an undertone of like mysterious, like what's like darkness going on. It's a bunch of kids
and
living
children.
Together.
Yeah,
exactly.
and children are the basis around it. People eat that shit up, Paul.
They do. They really do. I don't know why, but they do.
I mean, you eat it up. Why do you eat it up?
Because it is that like.
Why is Made in the Abyss or Made in Abyss one of your favorite anime?
Because it's literally a big reason for it is the juxtaposition of seeing a innocent like child go through this very big hardship. Like. You are always rooting for that person. You always feel bad, and it's always much more intense because you're seeing a child pretty much go through these terrible things. And it's just like if you see an adult go through it, it's not nearly as tense as you normally would see it.
I guess.
But yeah, everything was pretty much great. Finishing up the things that actually ended. Where do you guys stand? What was your favorite show this season?
Out of the ones that ended?
Out of the ones that ended. So we're talking about Slime, Neverland. Love is War, Mobbed, and Domestic Girlfriend.
Slime second half or Slime as a whole?
We'll say Slime as a whole. We'll put it all together.
Then I think Slime is over Neverland.
Yikes. Dan?
I really like Slime.
I'm gonna say Neverland.
Yeah, that's a good choice. Paul?
Domestic Girlfriend.
You're a liar and you know it. You're lying to me.
I am absolutely lying, and it's Slime.
Okay, yeah.
Because it's so wholesome.
Because it's so wholesome, and I've already caught up to
it's easily Mob Psycho. Mob's
Paul knows. Yeah, obviously, Matt. Thanks. We knew. It's obviously Mob Psycho 100 because it's the best show. It's Mob. It's the best show ever. Shut up.
Okay.
Wait until you watch One Punch Man. You're so disappointed by it.
It will be sad if it's actually bad.
It won't be. It's good. Okay. The first episode did everything that I wanted it to do.
So there we go. So personally, let's talk about what we're watching. So we're definitely going to be watching One Punch Man. Demon Slayer, the ufotable show.
Fruits Basket.
Fruits Basket. Yeah, we did it. We pronounced it correctly.
How do you?
Fruits Basket, Matt.
What did I say?
Fruits Basket. Fruits Baskets.
Oh,
Wait, wasn't this something you wanted Matt to pronounce correctly?
No, that was the different. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Anyways.
Shit, what was that?
Don't worry about it. He doesn't remember. Anyways.
I do remember. I do remember.
What show?
It was Kaguya.
It wasn't.
Did he say, I gotta go back? If you said Kaguyama one time in that fucking...
Anyways.
I'll rewatch this shit. I'm gonna fucking hold you to that.
Kenja no Mago, which is absolute trash.
What is that? Wait, what are you talking? What show?
Merlin.
The Merlin show.
Oh, Merlin, yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching that.
Is it? Wait, is it like the Ulysses show we watched?
It's an isekai.
Is it like Ulysses, or is it more like How to Not Summon a Demon Lord?
No, it's more like
Ulysses.
It's like Ulysses. Ooh, yikes. Ooh.
Actually,
I'm not even sure I would call it an isekai.
It's an isekai, Dan.
It is an isekai.
What do you mean?
It is an isekai.
He is reborn as a child
Dan, that's literally an isekai.
Well, I know that.
We're also watching.
Completely disregard that from
what
the
are you
plot.
watching? What is it? Donnie, what is it?
Aki Ketsu no
What is that?
Senko-san.
What is that?
Fox something.
Oh yeah, I am gonna try that. Wait, is that?
Oh, it was good. It was so good.
Wait,
the first
what?
episode was so good.
Where did you watch it? Because I don't see it on Crunchyroll.
It's on Funimation.
It's on Fuck me.
I can give you my Funimation account.
Okay. Stray Dogs.
Why don't you want to borrow a Funimation?
Because I'm an adult now.
What do you mean?
I'm an adult.
Okay, I'm also gonna watch Benkyu, whatever, however you pronounce it.
What is that?
We Never Learn.
We Never Learn.
Oh, yeah. That's the tutoring show that Paul said. It's good.
Yeah.
I will also be watching that. Paul, did you watch Peace?
So we'll have like 5 anime to talk about.
Yeah, we have a good
like the 3 of us will have 5 anime to talk about
until Donnie inevitably drops 2 of them.
Hey, that might happen. I'm at least
happen.
going to keep up on One Punch Man and Fruits Basket. I don't know. Demon Slayer could be hit or miss, bro.
Have you watched it?
Yeah.
What? Demon Slayer? I can't wait to talk about Demon Slayer.
You know what I said about Ufotable last time.
Oh, but we will wait because we are 15 minutes away from the season premiere of Game of Thrones.
But Donnie, Lisa's both the opener and the closer.
I know, and by the way, the
really
best opener for this season is definitely Stray Dogs.
I haven't watched it yet, so I don't know. But
me neither. I was just joking.
Oh well, Demon Slayer is
fucking Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer is a fucking great opener, and not only the music, but the fucking animation and how
that's more of what I was leaning towards. Like the animation during it is great.
So good. If the fights actually look like that too, that'd be nice.
Yeah. They won't look exactly like that, but they'll be of the quality.
Mm-hmm.
Like I doubt they'll do the same perspective they do in the opener, but they'll probably be of the same like echelon of the tier because it's Ufotable.
Oh, I can't wait. Okay, we're gonna be talking about it later this week. Stay tuned. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Unless you guys have anything you want to finish with.
Drugs are bad. Don't do drugs.
Ooh, mega yikes.
I mean, unless you do drugs, because
in which case, keep doing it.
It's fine. Good for the soul.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Paul.
Marijuana is legal in Canada and 28 other states of America, so.
We need to talk about that at some point because I don't know. I didn't have the experience I expected.
What?
We'll talk about it off stream. I hope you guys all enjoyed, and we will see you in a few days. Yeah.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.